Hello everyone and welcome to today's episode for MCQs for judiciary exams. Let's begin with the first question. Which section of BNSS allows alteration or addition of charges by the court? The options are A. Section 200, B. Section 216, C. Section 220 and D. Section 239. The correct answer is option D. Section 239. Recently, in the Directorate of Revenue Intelligence versus Rajkumar Arora, the Supreme Court held that under Section 216 of CRPC, charges cannot be deleted. Section 216 of CRPC provides for alteration of charges. It is provided for under Section 239 of Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita 2023 or BNSS. Question 2. Which section of the Arbitration and Conciliation Act deals with the commencement of arbitral proceedings? A. Section 20, B. Section 21, C. Section 22 and D. Section 23. The correct answer is option B. Recently, in the Adavya Projects Private Limited versus Messrs Vishal Structurals Private Limited case, the Supreme Court held that absence of a Section 21 of the Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1996 notice to a party does not nullify arbitral jurisdiction if the party is otherwise bound by the arbitration agreement. Section 21 of the ACA or the Arbitration and Conciliation Act of 1996 provides for commencement of arbitral proceedings. Question 3. The maxim interest re publicae ut sit finis litium means A. Law helps vigilantes. B. Litigation should have a limit. C. Justice is for all. And D. Courts provide quick relief. The correct answer is option B. Litigation should have a limit. The law of limitation finds its roots in the maxim interest re publicae ut sit finis litium, which means that in the interest of the state as a whole, there should be a limit to litigation and vigilantibus non dormintibus jura subvenient, which means the law will assist only those who are vigilant with their rights and not those who sleep upon it. Question 4. Section 3 of the Limitation Act applies to which of the following? A. Only civil suit. B. Only criminal appeals. C. Suits, appeals or applications. And D. Only writ petitions. The correct answer is option C. Section 3 of the Limitation Act deals with the bar of limitation. Section 3 of the Act provides that any suit, appeal or application must be made within the limitation period specified in the Limitation Act. Question 5. In which of the following mortgages the mortgagor is required to deliver possession of the mortgaged property to the mortgagee? Options are A. English mortgage, B. Mortgage by conditional sale, C. Usufructuary mortgage, and D. Anomalous mortgage. The correct answer is option C. Usufructuary mortgage. Usufructuary mortgage is a form of mortgage where the mortgagor transfers possession of the mortgaged property to the mortgagee with the condition that the mortgagee will retain possession until the mortgage debt is repaid. Unlike other forms of mortgages where only the property is transferred as security, in a usufructuary mortgage, the possession is also transferred. Now is the time for today's practice question. How many kinds of punishments is provided in Section 53 of the IPC 1860? The question was also asked in RJS 2015. The options are A. 6, B. 4, C. 5 and D. 7. Send us your answers in the comment section. Thanks for watching.